Winning with Jekalyn Carr, and I need you to know.
Welcome back to Winning with Jekalyn Carr. I am Jekalyn, and today, as always, we have an amazing show for you. I'm going to be talking to this young man. Listen, he is talented. He's amazing at what he does. I'm talking about the Patrick Riddick. Patrick, how are you?
I'm well, Jekalyn. It's so good to see you and be with you today.
Thank you. And likewise, listen, you're doing some amazing things out here. As we spoke about Voices of Fire, it is a new show, you all, that is out on Netflix that you want to go watch. Listen, for those of you out there, you love music, you're like myself, I literally watch everything that has to do with music, just about. So, Patrick, can you tell us about the show and what it is that you're doing? Just give us a little outlook of the whole experience.
This show, I tell people all the time, it's I like to call it a making the band before a gospel choir.
Gotcha.
And with this choir, unlike what we normally do, typically all these years, I've always just worked primarily with African Americans, but we've taken this choir, and it's comprised of people of various backgrounds, denominations, ethnicities, and races, and it's just a huge melting pot. Some people never went to church, never sung gospel before. And it's a show that's going to show you that God is real.
Yes.
Is real.
Yeah.
These people are experiencing, are having experiences with God, doing these rehearsals and meetings and things that they've never felt before. And it's not because a producer is saying, hey, lift your hands and cry on this. It's literally, it went from the first night to them sitting there looking at us like we're crazy, Jekalyn, because we're praising the Lord, to the second night, they're kind of like, to the third night, it's like, and
yes, just an explosion.
And now they have their own relationship with Christ, and they're going to church, And so that's what it is. Us coming together, proving that we are better together. Talk about the gospel. It's the good news of Christ. That's for everybody that's going to receive it. And then music is the only universal language. So gospel music is for everybody. And when everybody comes together, you're unstoppable. You create a recipe for just astonishment. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I just want to say too, before we move on, I just love your heart. I just love your effort and your push and all that you do, because it sounds like to me that not only is the show about choirs, because we all know that for a certain time people were saying choir music is not as popular, but listen, this show just brings that fire, and I just know that it's going to inspire so many choirs out there. But in addition to that, you're helping people, you're ministering to people in a way. Now, you said something in the show. You said you can see if a singer can work right away. Now, one thing I always like to share with people is that sometimes it's more than you just being a singer. It's all about having the full package, you owning your stage and you having confidence in what you're doing. Can you just, for those because I know we have a lot of people who's in the music business and they aspire to be singers and all of that. Can you really just expound upon what do you mean by that, and what do you look for as well?
When I know a singer, it's like what you said, a true singer. It's not that they are, because sometimes we get our confidence gets translated to those that really want to do it as sometimes being arrogant, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's I know who I am. I know what I come to do.
Yeah.
I want to do just that.
Exactly.
So here it is. You know that if you do not meet that criteria,
right,
you won't come back again. And so for us, it's serious. And so when a singer comes in the room, if I'm not seeing that, I already know 9 times out of 10, because even a shy or bashful singer, if the music begins, it's like, yeah, it's a way that we hold ourselves, because off the stage, you're still on the stage. When you go to Walmart, you're on stage.
Exactly.
You go to Chick-fil-A, you're on stage. So you're never caught with your work undone. You're always ready. You're always on go. And if I'm not sensing that out of you, I'm just like, yeah, you coming to waste my time.
I love it. I love it. And I love too that it challenges them at the same time. You know, it challenges them to not just, because a lot of times too, we can get so wrapped up in our abilities. We get wrapped up in the runs. We get, you know, one thing I used to always hear my dad say, anybody can run. Anybody can sing you on the pew, you know, but what is it about you that you have that really makes you a singer that makes a statement? Everywhere you go, you should make a statement. And I love that this show just challenges people. Voices of Fire, you guys, it is out now on Netflix. Patrick, it has been a pleasure to be able to speak with you about this. Again, you guys, there's so much within this show that it can teach you. Not only is it about bringing people together, but it's also a show with amazing testimonies. You will literally see people, as he said, just really expressing what they've come through and singing their testimonies and just showing people how to push through it all, how to fight through it all. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, thank you so much, Patrick, for joining me. You guys go out and watch the show, Voices of Fire. I am Jekalyn Carr. And listen, when I win, you win. When you win, I win. Why? Because we are all on the winning team. Until next time, you declare it is still my winning season.
Winning with Jekalyn Carr.